Hey guys, what's up? It's Thursday here at the City Fam offices, doing my vlog. I am a day late, not a dollar short, but I am a day late. So wanted to just jump right into it and continuing to document the journey. So I don't even know what vlog this is. This has to be week, I don't know, 40 some, 50 something. I stopped numbering them a while ago. But anyway, some good stuff happening. Tonight, my new lady friend, I don't know if she's my girlfriend, I guess she's my girlfriend, is flying in to Baltimore, so I'm excited about that. She's gonna be here for the weekend. She's coming to my New Year's Eve party. It's the first time that I've had a date on New Year's Eve in 7 years, I think, so pretty excited about that. It'll be nice to, just have someone to share that moment with and, kiss at midnight and all that good stuff that I've missed. So I'm pretty excited. So yeah, she flies in tonight and that's good. We'll see. We're still kind of figuring it out, seeing where it goes. My idea, or what I would love to see happen, is both of our feelings continue to grow for each other, and then she moves here to Baltimore and I pull her into my world. I have no desire to move from Baltimore to where she lives. I've established myself here. I have a great support system. I love my friends, City Fam, my church. Everything that I have here is I wouldn't leave. That's why I'm very passionate about telling people to find community, because it really is life-changing, and it takes work though. You have to cultivate those kinds of friendships, and I've done a lot of hard work to form those, so I don't really have any desire to move away from here, from all that. So my goal is for her to move here. Ultimately we have to both feel that way for each other, I guess, and want that. And at this point, both of us are just kind of feeling each other out. A lot of what, with me was revelation. It was something that I was told 18 and a half years ago that I'm like, okay, I know I heard it. I believe that God knows best, so I'm going to believe it. And again, we get along great, and she's hot, which is all great. And she, knows God, and, she hits a bunch of the points on the mental checklist. But, yeah, so we'll see where it goes. I'll keep you guys posted. But coming off of Christmas, I spent some time at my mom's with my family. That was great. Got mom a nice family portrait of all the kids and the grandkids. She was really happy about that. And, got everybody these hoodies. If you can see them here, new City Fam hoodies. Bought a bunch of those for family, and thanks, Eric. Yeah, she's hot, so that's great. But, it was really good because I think it was the first Christmas that I was actually able to, really afford presents and not just kind of like scrape some things together, in probably 7 years. So it was good. It felt good to be able to spend a little money. Not to say that I'm balling by any stretch, but I am starting to make a little bit of money off of the book sales. Sold about 500 copies of the book so far. I actually started making some money off of YouTube recently. I think I got like $270, I think it was, this month from YouTube views, which is crazy, because I got that one video that's really popular. So money's starting to come in other ways. I still have a couple social media marketing clients, but it was good. It was a good Christmas. I actually came into the office and I worked for a few hours. I know I told Pastor Chris about that, and he just kind of shook his head at me this morning. But it's weird, I was trying to explain it to somebody the other day. It's because it's like this vision that I have for this world that I'm trying to create. And it's like, it almost hurts me physically that I haven't built it yet. I'm building it and I see it coming together, and I'm so excited because I know how gratifying and how happy I'm going to be to live in it, that I just want to get it over with. So I just want to work as hard as I have to in order to get it done, so that I can go, thank God, now I can relax for a little while. Now I can enjoy myself, because there really isn't this, it doesn't exist. So I want to build it I want to open home. I want to be married. I want my finances to change. I want City Fam to be working, functioning at a higher level. And once I get those things open, then I'll be able to take a deep breath and I'll relax and I'll be able to, maybe go on a long vacation and just recharge my batteries. But until then, it's hard for me to just relax. You know what I mean? Like, it literally almost hurts me physically because it's not done, because it's not built. And maybe that's part of the God's plan, because it's forcing me to push. The funny thing is like, you can only work so hard, because after a while you burn out, you get depressed. And that happens to me. Sometimes I'll work so much that I can't work anymore. And I'll just go home and sleep, 10 or 11 hours or whatever, or smoke a bunch of cigarettes or whatever, drink too much Kratom, which I'm having a cup right now, which is what I tend to do around 5 o'clock on at least a couple days a week. So, but yeah, anyway, rambling. So moving on. New Year's Eve is coming up. Charm City Countdown happens Monday, probably on pace to sell a little over 1,200 tickets. So I'm excited about that. Going to be a great party. Ultimately, got a lot of friends coming out. Got people flying in from other parts of the country, from the Why Waiting Works community. My family's coming. Again, I'm going to have a date, so I'm very excited about New Year's Eve. If you're watching this, if you're in the area, if you're not in the area, if you're close to the area, come in. It's at the BWI Hilton. Tickets are right around $100, and it includes everything. So you can literally leave your wallet at home. All your food, all your drinks, everything, entertainment. You don't even have to tip. It's all included. So great party. Pumped about that. So I posted a new blog today. It was called Why I Love Jesus But Hate Religion. So just, probably going to cause some controversy, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I got a lot of friends that are believers and, Christians, and I'm definitely not taking shots at them. But I do find that there's a lot of weird Christians out there, like a lot of times when somebody, if they're a fundamentalist, a lot of times they're weird. You know what I mean? Like I'm a fundamentalist, I feel like, but I ain't weird. Like I like to say, I put the fun in fundamentalist. But and they're like critical, and they they major in the minors, which is what I said in the blog. They focus on a bunch of stuff that doesn't even matter, and they miss the big things. Like I've seen people that are like, oh, don't celebrate Halloween, but then they're not generous. I'm like, bro, you missed the whole point. You know what I mean? Like you're worried about something so trivial, and then you're not even generous. So I just kind of was talking a little bit about that, and how even the religious people in Jesus's day were that way. They were the ones that were always calling him out. They were like, why didn't you wash your hands before you ate? And why are you eating with those people? And why didn't you fast on the Sabbath? And why did you heal this guy on the Sabbath? And all this bullshit. And it's like, bro, like he was making the biggest difference, the biggest impact of anyone in history. And all the religious people wanted to focus on was all this trivial bullshit. And I feel like a lot of ways it's like that still today, where religious people they major in the minors. And, I don't know, like I like to feel like I'm out there working about as hard as I know how, trying to positively affect people, and you'll get all these critics. And it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, what difference are you making? Don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about what you're doing. And then you won't have time to worry about what I'm doing. So anyway, it was a little bit of a rant. You can read it. It's on my website, robbkowalski.com /blog. You can go there and read it. And I don't know, we'll see. Just kind of, I'm enjoying it. I'm really, really loving expressing myself. Like I really feel like I found my voice. There were things that I've kept quiet about for too long. That now I'm getting to talk about, and it really is liberating. So I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying speaking. So here's something that I've never shared on camera before. So 18 and a half years ago, when God called me, I was 27 years old. I was in Cancun, Mexico. But one of the things that he told me when I did this radical 180 was that I was going to be a preacher on a worldwide scale, and that I would be killed for my faith. Yeah, right? So I heard that, and it scared me, which is what was a big reason that I did the 180. And I've thought about it ever since. I've never really known what it meant. You know, I don't have a desire to preach. I've never had a desire. I don't even feel like I have a gift for speaking per se. Never had a desire to get on stage and give a sermon. But I am really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying expressing myself on the medium, you know, social media platforms, you know, through an occasional blog, all that. So I don't know, maybe this is what he meant, but I don't know, stay tuned. If that happens, if I become a preacher on a worldwide scale or get killed for my faith, you heard it here first. So on to a lighter note. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what I'm excited about for 2019. So what I'm really excited about for 2019, let's see, and this is just going to be kind of ad-lib, freestyle a little bit, but I am excited about, we had a lot of good stuff happening in January with City Fam. Specifically, we have a retreat with Stéphane Labossiere, where I'm getting to speak with him. I'm doing a live Q&A session, a VIP session with Stéphane. For those of you that don't know him, he is an author that's written several books, probably, I don't know if he sold millions of copies. He might have sold millions of copies. I know his book is in the library, God Where's My Boaz. But anyway, he's coming to speak. I'm getting to do the Q&A with him. It's going to be awesome. We got 50 spaces, so super limited if you're wanting to come. Basically, the retreat is going to be about, so I've done this twice now with life coaches, with high performance coaches, where it's basically helps you get really focused on what your purpose is, what are the things that you want most, and then to get a plan in place for the next 12 months on how you're going to accomplish them. So I've done this twice now, once with Lori and once with Pete Kolash. Both of them were super beneficial. It's really how I did most of the stuff that I've done, how I wrote the book and the study, you know, the study guide and everything. It just forced me to focus and work backward. You know, you literally, it breaks, I'll give you a little piece. They break your 6 different areas of your life, from your physical to your emotional to your lifestyle, spiritual, financial, professional. So in each of those areas, you write out 3 to 5 goals. What are 3 to 5 things that you'd like to see happen in the next 12 months? By the time you get done, you have somewhere around, you know, 25 to 40 goals of things that you want to accomplish in the next year. Of those 40, you narrow it down to 10. Right? Which isn't easy to do. What are the 10 things that you want most? And of those 10, you narrow it down to 3. So you have to get really focused. And that's how you figure out what is it that you really, really want most. And then based on those 3 things, and you can kind of combine things together to get down to 3. But based on those 3 things, that you start working backward and you get a plan in place, and you literally every month, every week, every day, you think about those 3 things and you get a plan in place. So it's really, it's heavy. I mean, it's awesome. It's like things I didn't even know about. And it's good. It's good to do in a group, because it's hard to dig within yourself at that level by yourself. So we're going to spend a weekend where it's not going to be one of these places, these you know, retreats where you go listen to people and you get motivated. This is actually going to be working. You're going to be working, you're going to be writing, you're going to be thinking, and you're going to be planning for the next year. So check it out. It's called Stop Dreaming, Start Creating. It's going to be at the Black Rock Retreat Center, and it's January 25th to the 27th. So I'm really excited about it. You can find more details on the CityFam website, cityfam.com. So I'm really pumped about that. What else am I excited about? We got a ski trip coming up in February. I'm excited about that, even though I can't ski very good. I'm excited about, so we're changing path to purpose, which is kind of an onboarding ramp to leadership. And this is the first time I'm announcing that. I'm going to tell you now. So we're going to have a guest speaker come in every quarter and speak to our leaders and speak to any, you know, even our volunteers, anyone that's volunteered at an event in the past year. They'll be able to come and, you know, hear a guest speaker talk, and then if, you know, we'll do some recognition of our leaders and some other things. But we just locked in Van Brooks. So Van Brooks, if you don't know who he is, he's the governor's director of service and volunteerism for the state of Maryland. So he was like a three sport college or high school athlete. He played football and some other sports. really good. And he got paralyzed from the neck down in high school. So you can Google him, Van Brooks. And he eventually learned to walk again. He went to Towson, got his degree, and overcame and learned to walk again. So super inspirational story. He, learned about CityFam, loves us, and agreed to speak at our Next Path to Purpose in February. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about the changes that we're making to that. I'm excited about all the leaders that we have getting into the appropriate places. We've have more sharp people helping us than we've ever had before. We have people stepping up as social director, service director. We have our processes getting tight. We have new chapters starting. I'm excited about all those things. I'm really hoping that as CityFam gets tighter, that God will open a door for us to open home, which is kind of like, I've always thought like that's probably the reason that home didn't happen, is because we weren't ready. We couldn't have thrown something else onto the fire and expected it to work when we were not even pulling off the things that we're doing that well. So that's what I'm excited about for 2019. So what else? I'm going to Israel in February, so I'm pretty excited about that. Definitely a bucket list trip. And I think that's it. That's all really that I can think of. But those are the things I'm most excited about. So lots of stuff to be grateful for, and I think that's all. So that's it. Shouting out to Kimmy. I see that you're watching, Kim King. Thank you for all you do. And that's all. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Try to do it again on Wednesday. I missed yesterday, but I will try to do it one time next week. So just seeing if there's any questions here. Okay. All right, talk to you later. See you.